So, we're eager to talk with you about anything that is important to you. It is our expectation that as we visit together, that we will be able to lure you into the vortex. And that is really the most powerful and valuable thing that we can assist you with. If we can convince you that this vibrational reality does exist, and that shouldn't be hard because you have emotions that are pointing out the variance between you and you all day, every day. If you will feel the difference between fixating on something that you appreciate and staying there long enough that you feel yourself breathing it in completely, and then fixating on something that you are complaining about or condemning and feeling the interesting difference in the life-giving quality and the sucking the life right out of you quality of your focus, you can show yourself that these two aspects of you do exist. And then once we have convinced you that you have this vibrational relationship and that your emotions are the indicator of how you're doing, then you can begin to look forward, or better said, feel forward into this vortex of creation. Once you believe, now the vortex takes you in frequently, and once inside this vortex frequently, you begin, and we know this is going to sound ethereal, it's going to sound new agey, it's going to sound religious, it's going to sound like another dog and pony show. When you get inside the vortex, you will have the gift of sight, the gift of hearing, the gift of seeing, smelling, tasting, touching. When you get into the vortex, when you get in there and have practiced the vibration of it long enough that it comes easy to you, we see you sometimes, you'll meditate for 10 or 15 minutes and release resistance in the process, which means you're in the vortex. But then you come out into your day and complain like you have been. So you spend most of your day practicing the out of the vortex vibration and very little bit of your day in the vortex practicing the in the vortex vibration. This Art of Allowing workshop is all about getting as close as you can to the vortex and trusting that in time, if you get close enough, often enough, the vortex will take you in, and as it takes you in often enough, you're going to begin to practice the vibration inside the vortex, which means your resistance will subside, and by law, everything that you have been asking for, all of which is in this vortex of creation, must manifest in your experience, where not only you, but others may see it. Now, it's important to know, and you know this already, those not in the vortex usually can't see what you're manifesting because their vibration is such. Haven't you ever just felt wonderful and somebody else just feels awful, and you're looking pretty much at the same street on the same day in the same city? In other words, there are as many different worlds moving around here as there are moods and attitudes. Esther sat to meditate one day and fixated on the words ease and flow. Ease and flow. And she couldn't think about ease without thinking about ease. Ease is a hard thing to be confused about. Ease is ease. Ease is wonderful things happening without struggle. Ease and flow. And as she pondered those two words for 15 minutes, when she came out of her meditation, her day turned around. She found more productivity with more fun and less effort than she'd experienced in a long, long time. And she thought, I like that feeling of ease. And we say, what she did was she accepted with very little effort the leverage of the vortex. When you care about getting in there, when you care about ease and flow, when you care about clarity, when you care about the way you feel, and you're willing to loosen your grip on the impropriety or the imperfection or the downright wrong behavior that you've been focused upon somewhere in your physical world, when you're willing to feel for alignment rather than sort out the problems longer, what you're going to discover is you have put enough into your vortex of creation to keep you happily busy for 20 or 30 lifetimes. And when you focus in a way that no longer keeps you out of the vortex, everything that you want will show up in your experience. Now, we hope you heard that in exactly the way we meant it, because we want you to accept that what law of attraction is, it is a unifying law. It is a culminating law. It is a attracting law. In other words, it is the law of rendezvous. It is the law of rendezvous. So if you've got a lot of ornery people in your life, the law of rendezvous is just showing you who you are. If people are stealing from you, the law of attraction, this rendezvousing law, is just showing you who you are. And you say, but wait, I would never steal from another. And we say, we're not saying that you're a thief, but you've got thief vibration going on. You're worried about people taken from you. You're worried about that sort of thing going on. It's active in your vibration, and the activation of things going wrong is the preventative reason preventing things from going right. Can you hear it?